everybody, my name is
H3TR.
and welcome to
Nomifactory.
Hello! This episode we will finally be setting up our Applied Energistics system for easier storage. We will also work on our DML system so that it is mostly automated. So this video I said I wanted to start with setting up Applied Energistics right here. However, I found that it might be a better idea to first set up some proper automation for this system here. I want to start getting stuff like copper and redstone and then gold, stuff like that. I want to get it automatically because obviously we can get out and mine forever or buy everything with coins. That's just not really practical. So I have made a design which I'm going to show you now. Right, I have done some experimenting and I found that we only need 4 machines for this. This works quite well, so I'd say this is a success. The layout I don't really think is going to be a good idea because obviously then every time we expand we have to move this thing. So I'm thinking that we actually put this layer here right behind it, and that we put the actual generation stuff a little further back, and then we can expand the distance and maybe even on the side. Probably on the side because I have something like this in mind. So we have like these rows of loot fabricators. Same for mob simulators on the other side. I hope you get what I mean. But I think that would be the best way of doing things. Also, I think also for like adding limits. So we don't. So for example, we get 200. It's just an example. We get 200 iron, but we don't want more. So we get our Applied Energistics system, which obviously we don't have yet. But when we get it, we can add. I think it's an ME level emitter. Yes, here. So then we can add one of these, and I think that was. I don't know what happened there. My game just didn't really work. But we can add something in here. For example, we want the example with iron. Get an alright. And this will test for 200 iron, and if it has 200 iron, it will emit a signal. And you might be wondering, well, why is that useful? Well, if we go in here, we can, for example, tell that it is only active without a signal. So as soon as this thing turns on, it won't extract anymore. I'm gonna try to get the materials, and we also are going to need an Enderman model, and we will need to level it because without Enderman model we cannot get we cannot get the materials required for making these polymer clays, which is, well, that's the only real thing that we're automating here. But as you can see, this turns into ender pearls. Ender pearls go in here. I'm just gonna show it to you. Then that goes in here. This gets turned into I'm not sure what it's called. Something glatherate, whatever. That turns into resin pulsating dust, and that turns into polymer clay. But obviously, we're also going to have some excess resonant dust, which is great because we will be needing it for making, for example, pulsating iron, which is needed for item conduits and for some other things as well, I think. But this is just a great system, I think. Besides, it doesn't really consume all that much power, I think. Alright, so I've made the decision to actually get an MV alloy smelter. not for actually smelting in, not for actually making the polymer clay, but so we can take this one and put an alloy smelter of MV right there, which goes a little faster. Okay, so for this alloy smelter we're using a limited item filter here, so we can make sure that none of these get filled with, like, for example, with like this, which would obviously block the entire processing chain. So I had to make one of these. These Z-Logic controllers needed for them are not cheap, so I only made one of them. But yeah, I think that this should be fine, this setup. We still need power delivery though. I'm going to grab some, make some of these energy converters, but we only need 1 amp, which is for this one at least, because we only have 1 chemical reactor, that one MV machine. And now that I think about it, it's also not a bad idea to start making one of these atomic reconstructors, which will turn, well, it will turn materials into other materials, and mainly void crystals is what we are interested in now, because with void crystals we can make dark steel without using any obsidian, which is very great because we don't really have a proper way of getting obsidian. I forgot to record it, but we got ourselves an atomic reconstructor, just like I said. After this, I continued working on the DML system. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep this running, but I think that this should give us some significant amount of, well, resources here. Now that that all is out of the way, we can finally start to think about implementing this applied energistics system here. But obviously, to get there, we still need to complete this here quest line. So yeah, we're going to need some of these materials, and we're going to have to make one of this. So let's get to doing that. Right, so after getting ourselves a charger, I'm just gonna put it here because this is the only open actual conduit that we have. So let's put this piece of circuit quartz in. Alright, if we want to use this inscriber, we definitely need some inscriber plates, and we don't have all of them yet. So what I'm going to do right now is maybe not the smartest thing, but I'm just going to search for, I'm just gonna search for crushed sky stones, and let's hope that I will find some. Right, so now that we have found the inscriber, the inscription thing, press, whatever, I don't know what's it's. Right, well, anyway, now that we've found these things, we want to step into actually getting everything set up. And to use Energistics, we're going to need to get to the heart of our of powering this, which uses a different kind of energy than EU from GregTech and Redstone Fluxor, Forge energy, which is, I think, the same from our generator and most other things. There's still going to be another one, but we're not going to see that quite yet. So to do that, we need an energy acceptor, but for that we need fluix crystals. Right, there wasn't a lot of interesting footage here. In summary, we got an energy acceptor for converting RF to AE energy, and therefore I also crafted a bunch of fluix crystals. Okay, so this should get power now. Get myself out of here. We lost one, alright. But it appears that, I'm not sure, but it looks like we're getting power, so let's just test that out real quick. Yep, alright, it's getting powered. So this unlocks all the other quests, and we already have one of these, but now we still have to get the seeds, which will make us able to actually double. Well, it's not really double because you can do everything with it, but you can make, you get a material that is twice as efficient. Right, now we need one with LV circuit. That is not quite right. Alright, now we have an ME terminal. Now we need to make one of these chests here. And I think we still have one of these storage crates. Yes, we do. That's really great. And we're gonna have to get some more quartz glass apparently. So, alright. Now we got the ME chest. However, we're not even gonna place this down because it's quite useless. The actual thing we want is to get an ME drive, which is a bit more expensive. However, we can put like, I think it's 8 or even 10 different drives in there rather than one, which is definitely what we want to do. Alright, that's also out of the way. We got ourselves an ME drive. Now, the only thing that's left for us is actually, well, there's multiple things, but what is most important is these drives. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually going to not do that yet. I'm first going to make one of these inscriber plates, inscribers, not inscriber plates, because with this one we can unlock the crafting terminal, and well, the rest we can ignore for now because well, we're not gonna get that quite yet. However, we're first gonna get this, and then we possibly want to make some 4K storage components. Not sure about this, but we're probably gonna make 4K, and we're going to have to need to make 1K because it's required for the quest. So yeah. Alright, that's also done. Then now we can put one of these inscribers here, and we can also connect the ME terminal. And well, there's nothing in the drive thing yet, but soon we're gonna see this fill up with items. I mean, not see, we're gonna do it ourselves. Okay. Now, like I said before, we're going to want to get one of these plates, and for that we're going to need a calculation, which needs calculation and silicon. Okay, now we get this one, so let's claim the quest, and we can just take this one off. Oh, need to put this one back, and then we can grab, or actually make one because I don't think we have any, crafting table, and let's turn this into a crafting terminal, which means, well, this will, you'll see what I mean. This is going to absolutely help us out. Rather than having specialized work tables, we can just put everything in there and then just, well, we can just connect it. Okay, so now that all of that is done, let's, I'm not quite sure, should we, well, probably should make just some of these doesn't really matter that much, I think. And the housing is also quite cheap. Right, so we're gonna just make 10 of these, if I can actually afford it, because I'm not sure if I still have, well, no, I definitely don't have enough. So, right, so for now we're just gonna make 4 of these, and we might as well make 1 of these. Actually, no, we're just gonna leave it at this. Right, let's see. Put some things in here, and now I suppose that we can just dump everything in here. Hey, thanks for watching this video all the way. Since you made it this far, why not subscribe to keep up with this series? Leave a like if you did, and share this video with everyone who might be interested in watching it. Anyways, see ya.